What's going on? We back. It's Boxing Link more. Y'all know what it is. Squeezing in early morning video in there. Shout out to everybody on the boxing grind. Shout out to the homie Famous Athletics. Seen this video on Mayweather. Seen Blue Blood Sports video on Mayweather. I ain't got to touch on it. I already spoke on why fighters didn't want to sign with Floyd, and I already been on the motherfucking boxing video grind as far as the whole Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua shit, where he backing the Englishman, but he begged for fight fans to back him against other fighters like Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton, but he don't back his own fighter. So I ain't got to even beat that horse dead anymore. We're talking about which fight would be more competitive: Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares 2, or Jeff Me So Horny and Terrence Crawford. Both of these fights are title fights. I believe Abner Mares is the regular WBA champion, and Leo Santa Cruz is the super WBA champion. And it'd be interesting, both fights, and it'd be interesting to see what fans flock, what fight fans flock to see. Because I've been giving mixed feelings on this fight, and what people are choosing to want to see and not want to see from these fights. You got people that say, you know what, I can't stand them duckers, Abner Mares and Leo Santa Cruz, and what they did to Rick and Dion, and what they are now doing. This is my opinion to Gary Russell, and how they don't want to fight the best. And that's true. That's very, very much true about that whole situation, man. And a lot of in that whole situation with how they froze out Rick and Dion, how they trying to freeze out Gary Russell, it's just showing you what type of cowards they are. I've been saying that, though. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that for years. As far as the whole Lomachenko Rigondeaux thing, he was forced to move up 2 weight classes to seek out, a living for his family. To make a living for his family, he had to seek out that, because Mares and Santa Cruz and Quigg and Frampton wasn't man enough to shoot Rigondeaux a fair one. So that's starting to kind of factor in to some fans about which fight they're gonna watch. Some people say the Horn Crawford fight, it won't be competitive, it won't be this and that. And they say that in the same breath and say, well, I'm not watching that Mares and Santa Cruz fight, because of what they did to Rigondeaux and how they was notorious duckers. So, that's at the end of the day, I feel them though. I definitely feel that, because watching you support somebody that ain't really fought the best and really derailed the man's career because they were scared to take an L. I know the first Mares and Santa Cruz fight, it was solid. It was a good action-packed fight. But I just don't see, I see the action pack as far as that fight, but I don't really care to see it, man. I don't care to really see the styles. I don't really care. I know ain't nobody probably get knocked out in the fight. Santa Cruz ain't a big puncher at 126, in my opinion. He's turned into a good technician. He outboxed Frampton well. And Mares is just a blown up, smaller fighter trying to compete in a weight class that he out his depth in, man. So at the end of the day, I did watch Santa Cruz, Triple H 1200. I did watch Santa Cruz and Chris Avalos and Abner Mares and Clayar on Fox. I'm not sure. I think that might have been only boxing on that night. So I did watch it. And Mares has ambitions of moving up after this and facing Gervonta Tank Davis, so he got a death wish as well. But I don't know, man. I like Crawford and Horn by far, man. I know people think Crawford is just an Australian hype job with no ability, but he has some ability. He can fight, though. He got some solid footwork. He got some good head movement. He really, really awkward. He really strong. He really got a solid chin. And this is going to be a good competitive fight. Anytime you get a dirty, grimy pressure fighter versus a boxer puncher who has some aggressive nature to him, that's going to be a solid fight. It's cooking up to be a solid fight. And not only is Jeff Horn a nasty, dirty fighter, which may produce some adversity for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford going to show the ability to show a little bit of his edge in this fight, a little bit of his dog in this fight. And what's more important, what's so more captivating about this fight than the Abner Marcy, Leo Santa Cruz fight, any other fight going on that day, because you got Fury coming back and Hooker and Flanagan fighting for Terrence Crawford's vacant WBO belt at the welterweight, at the junior welterweight division. It's the fact that this is a barometer, this is a measuring stick for how Terrence Crawford fares with Errol Spence. Now, it would be a measuring stick for Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, and the rest of the guys, but most people see Errol Spence as his equivalent, or they see Errol Spence as his superior right now, just slightly, because they haven't seen Terrence Crawford fight at the 147-pound limit. And that's the intrigue about this fight, though. Intrigue about this fight, when people ask me, hey, what you think Errol Spence, or Terrence Crawford? My number one rebuttal is, I got to see what Terrence Crawford look like at welterweight first. This is the first opponent that Terrence Crawford has fought since being with Top Rank that is big, that is strong, that can punch a little bit, and they got a solid chin, and that's not at a super disadvantage physically. If it was Delorme, which was taller, longer, stronger, and longer than Terrence Crawford, we know he didn't have a jaw. He got knocked out by Carlos Abregu. If it was Victor Postal, he was stiff. He was a upright boxer that tried to outbox Terrence Crawford, who had more slick properties than him, and it pretty much wasn't going to happen, even though a lot of fans tried to pick Postal over Terrence Crawford. If it was Gamboa, Felix Diaz, two short, stubby, gold medalist winners that was just short and stubby and couldn't do shit with him physically. Now, this is a guy in Jeff Horn who was long, who was bigger, taller, stronger, and can punch a bit, and he nasty and grimy, and he's a pressure fighter. We haven't seen Terrence Crawford in there with a big physical pressure fighter, and I think that's where the intrigue comes in, and also the intrigue comes at in that as that Hank Lundy did touch him up a little bit. Felix Diaz touched him with a lot of upper overhand rights and some left hooks. Gamboa rocked him, so people want to see what that jaw like for Terrence Crawford. What up, Quan? Quan says Santa Cruz versus Mars is the more competitive fight because both are going to come forward and throw punches, not much skill. Crawford and Horn, more tactical, master boxer versus pressure fighter, easy to judge. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess you already seen what Mars and Santa Cruz already did, but I don't see any knockdowns produced in that fight. I don't see any nothing. Neither one of them are big punchers at 126 pounds. I'm not expecting nobody to be on the canvas. I really leave unfulfilled watching Santa Cruz fights. In the Mars fights, they okay, but ever since he got knocked out by Johnny Gonzalez after that move up, he ain't been that effective neither, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hyped about this fight. It might be more competitive on as far as skills and them throwing a lot of punches, but as far as Crawford Horn, at any given moment in that fight, Horn, in a lot of people's opinion, can change that fight and change the course of the direction of that fight. At any given moment, because he's producing pressure. And Crawford is a boxer puncher that is aggressive. It's going to create more fireworks. You got bigger men in there at the last weight class where you can wear 8-ounce gloves, at the welterweight division, which is a glamour division. I mean, I'll take the big guys over the smaller guys in this situation. Now, if you told me it was Leo Santa Cruz in there with Gary Russell, then it'd be a different fight. But Maras and Santa Cruz, the first fight, it was good, but it really didn't really captivate me. I'm not really a fan of theirs like that. Minus the Rican Diaz situation and them freezing out Gary Russell. I mean, I really don't go out my way to see Leo Santa Cruz fight. There's nothing really special about him as far as at these higher weight classes. He don't punch hard. He's a good boxer. He got some good technical skills, but I mean, I don't go out my way to see Santa Cruz fight because I know I'm gonna see an exciting fight. I'm gonna see 3 or 4 or 5 knockdown. I'm not gonna see that. Not at these higher weight classes. And Abner Mars, the last time I see him in an exciting fight, he threw 100,000 fucking low blows. Versus the African cat. And then he came back and rematched him like a man at the end of the day. And also he got iced by Johnny Gonzalez on the jaw, so that was exciting as well too. But like I said, just something about Jeff Horn and Terrence Crawford that intrigues me. Seeing a guy go for his third title in 3 different weight classes, seeing a guy in Terrence Crawford face adversity, being able to use his 147-pound debut as a measuring stick versus the other guy that's like him in the division and thinks like him, is competitive like him. And Errol Spence is just more intriguing to me. It got a better backstory in my opinion. Cruz, rock'em, sock'em robot. Yeah, he's a rock'em, sock'em robot. Yeah, he throw a whole bunch of punches, but it ain't no power. It ain't nothing behind. It ain't shit. I don't see shit special with the motherfucker for these higher weight classes. I remember seeing him fight on Canelo Alvarez house. Matter of fact, I was over Orlando Williams' house one day. We watching fucking what was that shit? Was it the Robert Guerrero card we was watching? And fucking Santa Cruz on the undercard. That motherfucker was terrible, man. Fighting a fucking ice cream truck driver. What's going on, Trey X? What's going on, Orlando? Horn be a tough to knock down, but Crawford gonna beat that ass. Yeah, he gonna beat that. He gonna cut fucking Horn face up. Horn gonna be like a fucking $5 hot and ready, man. But Horn gonna give it. Yeah, Horn gonna give it. Don't think Horn ain't gonna get in there. Terrence Crawford gives you a lot of fucking opportunity to hit him. You know, he go tit for tat. He takes chances. You hit him, he don't give a fuck. He gotta hit you. And then, you know, you go into that, they're gonna give Jeff Horn opportunity to land some crazy shit, man. I'll tell you this, I mean, Terrence Crawford ain't no Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ain't had no legs left, man. At all. Manny Pacquiao ain't had no motherfucking legs left, man. He couldn't move. He wasn't in no fucking shape for that fight. He just thought he was gonna throw that basic ass 1-2 and defeat Jeff Horn, and that shit didn't happen. But at the end of the day, I don't have no fucking sorrow for Manny Pacquiao getting his ass whooped again, or y'all want to say getting robbed by Jeff Horn. Nobody got no fucking I ain't got no fucking sorrow for him, man. Yeah. I was checking out the picture that Boxing Eagle put up. Manny Pacquiao looks small as hell, man. That motherfucker look like he in cancer remission or some shit, man. You know, and Matisse look like dog shit too. They couldn't get $1 out of me for that fight. I ain't paying 30, 40, 50 bucks for that fight. I think it'll be intriguing because it's gonna be Matisse trying to land that right hand all night. You know, and he getting away from that left hook, especially in the Kyron fight. That motherfucker didn't even attempt the left hook. And I think that's a left hook that put Lamont Peterson down back in the day. He just right hand happy. You know what I'm saying? They both need to retire after that shit, man. You know, him and Pacquiao both need to retire. They both done. Matisse looking like that motherfucker drunk a 12-pack of Corona, you know, before he stepped into the fight, the ring with Kyron. And man, Pacquiao looking like he on fucking life support. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker look frail and look like he touched his chest and might cave in or some shit, man. Man, Pacquiao should stop that motherfucker in like 5 rounds, but he might not. But yeah, man, you look at the undercards of the fight. Trout and Charlo, man, they fighting on the Mares undercard, man. To be honest, I mean, Jamel Charlo should fucking ice his ass, man. You know, real talk. Trout is done. This is his last opportunity. You know, he need to go find something else to do with his life after that. But, you know, pretty much this is a showcase fight for Charlo, man. Charlo, he got to continue to do better, man. He got to find a better opponent next time out because, you know, people keep asking me, like, why don't you have him in your top pound for pound top 10 his brother? They ain't fought nobody to be put in the pound for pound top 10. I'm sorry. They fought solid competition, okay, but you got to have a crossover fight to get in the top 10, man. You got to have some fight worth of some substance. You got to go whoop on an Adrian Broner type of nigga ass to get that popularity or something, man. You got to unify titles. And at the end of the day, neither one of them is unified titles yet, you know, so. That's something to look at. I want to look at this Vegas undercard. So they got Jose Benavidez is on the undercard. You know, they might try to match Crawford with him next. Shakir Stevenson is on the undercard as well. Jose Pedraza, I already said in the beginning of the video. If you didn't hear it, Jose Pedraza, if he wins versus this Frank Rojas guy Saturday on the Crawford and Horn undercard, he gonna be fighting what's the kid name? Ray Beltran, August 25th for the lightweight WBO championship belt. You know what I'm saying? Jose Benavidez is on the undercard, and he gonna be trying to get a Terrence Crawford fight, and I think that's what HBO wants to do. You know, incredible shrinking, man. You ain't lying. That motherfucker is shrinking like a motherfucker, man. But yeah, that's what they want to do, dog. They want to put fucking Benavidez in there with Crawford. They got beef, and they want to put Beltran in there with Pedraza. And Jose Pedraza is the guy to tank dog walk for his first title. So he went over the top rank. So did Jamel Heron. He's another top ranked brother that went over there. Another PBC brother that went over the top rank. So, hey, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, back to the topic of discussion, you know, it is going to be on Showtime, man. You know, most of us already got Showtime ordered. Not only for the boxing, they got some sweet ass shows as well too. The Shy, Billions, Trade, you know, a couple Iverson documentary, Kobe documentary. they got a lot going on Showtime. So a lot of people have, you know, helped Showtime subscriber jump up there. But for you know, ESPN Plus app, a lot of people not even aware that the Crawford Horn fight is on the ESPN Plus app. It's $5, and then it's $5.51 after taxes, from what I hear. But I hear a lot of people like the app. We got a lot of the 30 for 30 programs on there. They got Dan Rayfield trying to break down boxing. You got Kobe breaking down film. A lot of people like it though, you know what I'm saying? But they got a free 7-day trial as well too, so you can activate your 7-day trial right now and still get the Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn fight Saturday. And yeah, it's gonna be on the closed circuit. And then, you know, Bob Arum is out here saying that this is all ESPN's doing, how they got Crawford name as the A-side build, and he's not even the champion. Talking about, you know, they chose to put it on ESPN Plus app and all of this. And if you remember, they wanted to put Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn on pay-per-view. They got 2 pay-per-view scheduled this year, 2 top-ranked pay-per-views, and I don't know where the 2 is going to come from, in my opinion, because, you know, Lomachenko is supposed to be coming back in the tune-up fight in December off of shoulder surgery, and Terrence Crawford, I mean, who he going to fight for pay-per-view? I mean, they tried to put Amir Khan in the mix. They reached out to Tyler LaBeouf, whatever his name is, from Top Rank, reached out to Amir Khan and Eddie Hearn about making Crawford and Amir Khan. That'd be the closest thing to a pay-per-view for what Top Rank got. I mean, Jose Benavidez is not a pay-per-view fighter. Nobody really knows who the hell Jose Benavidez is. They know who David Benavidez is, but not Jose Benavidez. So I don't know where them 2 top-ranked pay-per-views gonna come from. They might end up scrapping them. I guess one will be Manny Pacquiao. Excuse me, Manny Pacquiao and Lucas Matisse is gonna be on pay-per-view. So I don't know where the second one gonna come from. So it'll be interesting. But the original Crawford and Horn was a pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao on the undercard versus Mike Alvarado, Mile High Mike. And then Pacquiao said, I ain't doing that shit. I don't want to fight no fucking Alvarado. I want to fight Matisse or Danny Garcia. And then he went on his own and fought Matisse. So that's what happened with that situation. So that, and then they had Crawford faking injury to push the fight back. You know, Jeff Horn was talking shit, talking about I'm ready to beat on Crawford ass and shit. They remade it for this Saturday. So that's something interesting to see. And at the end of the day, they made it for the worst fucking night, man. Real talk. They made this fight for the worst night. Excuse me. They made this fight. Okay, it's good for us, okay? But they made this fight on the West Coast go head up on the West Coast versus 2 Hispanics in Abner Mars and Leo Santa Cruz in LA Staples Center, which is a few hours away from Las Vegas and the MGM Garden Grand. So in my opinion, dog, they should have just had to continue to have this fight in its original place in Madison Square Garden where they was going to have Horn and fucking Crawford fight. Because at least then you could have staggered the times, you know, with from East Coast to West Coast, and you could have came on like Lomachenko came on about 8:30, you know, 9 o'clock, and then, you know, Santa Cruz and Mars card would have came on about 10:30, 11, you know, with it being just a doubleheader. That would have made more fucking sense, you know. But of course, they put Crawford in a messed up predicament, is going up against 2 Mexican fighters, 2 popular Mexican fighters on the West Coast. They having a rematch, which the first fight was very, very competitive and very, very action-packed. So they're going to put Crawford in a messed up position to go up against that. And at the end of the day, that ain't cool at all. You know, that ain't promoting one-on-one. You think they'd have put fucking Lomachenko up against Mares and Santa Cruz on the West Coast the same day? Absolutely not. You know, absolutely not, man. Trey X says minority opinion, but I think Trout will go the distance. He went the distance with Jamal, and he had an 8-round fight since he lost to Herb. Plus, he's only 32. I thought he was older than that. Well, shit, Herb beat his ass when he was 38. So that motherfucker like 38 now. But you probably right, could go the distance. But Jamal said he was weight drained his last 2 fights. And I think Jamel Charlo is a more skilled fighter. I think he's going to stop Charlo like 6 rounds, man. 6 to 8 rounds. That's my opinion on that. But Charlo's a tough veteran. But at this point, he just run down, man. I seen a little bit of that 8-rounder fight that he did too, man. He didn't look too bad. One of my brothers in El Paso, he going live with the fight. Took a pack, good fight, good weekend of fights. Yeah, it's a good weekend. 10 grand of grip. The app has great traffic. It could turn out great, I think. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing great things from that app. I've seen people use their 7-day trial, and they usually subscribe and just pay the $5. Agree. I don't see Triple X. I don't see Jamil engaging Trout like her. I do. Have y'all been watching? Have y'all been watching Jamil Charlo fight since he got with Derrick James? Everything after the the John Jackson fight. That motherfucker ain't no fucking boxer no more. He's a seek and destroy fighter. He will walk Trout down. And the difference between him and Jared Hurd is that he can fucking got defense. Jared Hurd just eat punches. He will walk and seek and destroy Trout, and he will fucking try to knock out Trout. He probably will knock out Trout. Trout is old as hell, bro. 32, he fucking 38. After all them fucking ass whoopers he done got, from the tough fight with Canelo to the back-to-back loss to Lara to again, remember he got dropped by Danny Green. Didn't he get dropped by Danny Green and one of them Australian guys or whoever came over from Australia on ESPN Friday Night Fights? He got dropped like 2 times in that fight, right? If I remember, something like that. Then he came back and got whooped on by Jamal Charlo. He took a little bit of punishment there. But he said he was drained. He said he ain't had no energy. Then he got beat up by Swift Hurd real bad. He was outboxing Swift Hurd, but he ain't had no power to keep him off of him. So now he's going against Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo better fold him like origami. Tuka Pack say, is the Showtime card live on the West Coast? Yeah, it gotta be because it's on the West Coast. So yep, it's on the West Coast. So yep, it should be live. That motherfucker on the West Coast. It's in LA. And the Crawford and Horn fight, come on, it has a time to start of 6:30 Pacific time, so that's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. 3 hours ahead. We 3 hours ahead on East. Punch call, yeah, Jamil is a boxer, puncher, Hurd is a pressure fighter. His size puts a lot of mental pressure on opponents. Then he uses his energy to avoid. Then wears the guy down. That's Trey X. Roman Jesus one time for the one time. What's going on? But yeah, man. And then next weekend you got Earl the True Spence taking on Carlos Ocampo. You got what's the guy's name? What's the little motherfucking name? Andre Berto taking on Devin Alexander, and then Javier Fortuna and Granados is supposed to be on that card. Not this weekend, it's supposed to be on that card. So it's a solid night of boxing. Going down to Frisco, Texas, where the Dallas Star Arena at. So shout out to Earl Spence and Carlos Ocampo. It should be a good night for Earl Spence down in Dallas. Heard the event is almost sold out for a boxing event. It fits 16,000. So yeah, it'll be good for them down there. It'd have been nice to get this Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn fight, last weekend. But now for some reason these promoters and these networks make you choose to go head up, so you have to DVR the Showtime card or something like that and watch, the ESPN Plus app. But it'll be exciting though, man. It'll be exciting, man, to see what Crawford does for Horn. It could just be a colossal blowout. Terrence Crawford just straight outclasses him, cut his face up and stop him and beat him down. But we all know Jeff me so horny got heart, man. Oh no, I'm not going out to Texas, man. I couldn't even make it, bro. I had some life changes going on. I wanted to go to Texas, man, but no, I ain't going out there no more, man. I'm trying to catch the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia card, man. If they make a date for that fight, it's either gonna be August 24th or September 1st or something like that, or something like that. I don't know why they trying to wait, after Labor Day, Let get or whatever day it is. I get them mixed up. Memorial, Labor Day, whatever it is. Before the kids go back to school on the East Coast. So, they should make that fight the weekend before that. But if they make it Labor Day weekend, whatever it is, weekend, that shit gonna be lit in New York. New York gonna be lit as hell. So I definitely want to try to make it down there. What's going on, little Bracy? He says he thinks Mars and Santa Cruz is gonna be more interesting. It could be. I just don't like neither one of them, bro. I'm sorry. I don't really care to see them really fight if I ain't got to. They don't be hurting each other, dog. Especially both of them can't punch. I mean, you see Albert Mars, he couldn't even get Clayar out there. And Clayar had never been stopped, though, Javante St. Davis folded that motherfucker up real good. So it'll be action-packed, be a lot of punches thrown. I just want to see what Jeff Horn do, man. And most people want to see Terrence Crawford, beat the hell out of Jeff Horn because they thought that Jeff Horn robbed Manny Pacquiao and set Pacquiao up. Ain't nobody set Pacquiao up but Bob Arum, man. That's what set Pacquiao up. He says, Lil Bracy said Crawford picks Horn apart, easy work. We'll see, man. We'll see. If you don't pick him apart, a lot of you dudes y'all better not turn on Terrence Crawford. Porter has looked like crap the last 2 fights. Danny's gonna counter the hell out of him to a split decision. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I guess I lean towards Danny Garcia, man. I like Danny Garcia. You know, I can't stand Sean Porter. That whole style of him fighting is so ugly, dog. It's ugly. It's ugly, man. His jab is inconsistent. It'd be funny, man, if Sean Porter or Danny Garcia lose to see their daddies in the corner and shit, especially Sean, because Sean can't afford another loss. Danny Garcia can take another loss because he only took one before, and plus he done moved up. Sean Porter, he can't take no more L's, man. He can't take 0 L's no more. He got to be good at welterweight. Because nobody's really watching to see him fight. And you ain't never heard nobody saying, I want to see Sean Porter in this fantasy fight. Well, I wonder what Sean Porter versus Tito Trinidad look like. I want to see what Sean Porter versus Oscar De La Hoya look like. Nobody ever said that shit. Nobody said that shit. Trey said he taking Sean Porter. Taking Danny Garcia, man. That motherfucker Sean Porter ain't shit but a wrestler. Danny Garcia got a problem with niggas that move. Even though Sean Porter do show some angles. Just tired of that nigga, man. If Julio Diaz can fucking beat Sean or draw with Sean Porter, so Danny Garcia could beat that motherfucker. He can beat the shit out of his ass, man. Porter versus Madonna, that should be ugly. Did y'all see Madonna hitting the bag, hitting the pad? That motherfucker Madonna about 800 pounds, bro. Madonna big as fuck. Face swole, arm swole, body swole. That nigga look like a big ass pot roast. That motherfucker living that life though, man. Even if he wanted to, I don't think he can get that weight off him at this point, man. He can't get that weight. Madonna can't get that weight off of him if he wanted to, man. Madonna should have kept that momentum rolling after the Floyd fight, man. It was a lot of great fights out there for Madonna, man. It was still a Keith Thurman fight. It was eventually going to be an Earl Spence fight. It was eventually a Danny Garcia fight out there for him to avenge his countryman loss with Lucas Matisse. It was fights out there for Madonna. Madonna could have went to 154. They were trying to get him to go to 54 versus fucking Canelo Alvarez. Danny hard. Porter don't punch anywhere near the level of Thurman. You right. Porter can't crack an egg. That nigga just aggressive. He could punch. He'll be a fucking problem, dog. What's going on, Vince? 5 to 1 dollar ratio in Argentina. Thank you, Floyd. I'm tired of both Porter and Garcia. I really ain't tired of fucking Garcia, man. I'm tired of him cherry picking though. But at the end of the day, if he gonna commit to either one of them commit to fighting Earl Spence, I'll take it. They being forced to fight Earl Spence, man. Danny Garcia will probably get Earl Spence a longer fight. Sean Porter gonna try to go in there. Sean Porter might go in there and try to box Earl Spence and change his character. He can get his ass whooped. They don't want no fucking Earl Spence, man. Both of them motherfuckers was wrong with boxing. They wait for Keith Thurman. Then Keith Thurman dropped that belt, nigga. They gotta fight. We'll fight each other. Oh, then we gotta fight Earl Spence. No, man, I don't want to fight Earl Spence. I feel you. Jazz knocked out. Sean Porter be rushing in with his big ass head and teeth. Hell yeah, elbows. Him and Jeff Horn, whoever said that shit, him and Jeff Horn will be a fucking. They might as well put that bitch in the octagon, dog. That's an octagon type of fight. That's a street fight. That's a motherfucking Queens fight, motherfucking in the middle of Queens and shit. That's a Queens fight. That's a no holds bar competitive fight. That motherfucker gonna be on bare knuckle fighting and shit, dog. Motherfuckers elbowing. I seen Jeff Horn hit Pacquiao with a fist and an elbow in one motion. That motherfucker dirty, dog. And we know Terrence Crawford ain't facing no adversity in the ring for real. Other than Gamboa kind of rocking him a little bit. He ain't never had a close fight in his Terrence Crawford ain't never had a close fight since he been with Top Rank. It ain't been no fights that ever been competitive, that haven't been close on the scorecard or nothing like that. He ain't really tasted no fucking resistance in the sport yet. He ain't had zero adversity. And people say that about Terrence Crawford. That's what they talking about. He ain't been in no real war. He ain't really been in the trenches. He ain't really never got his hands dirty yet. And that's why people are so intrigued to see him at 147. Is he going to continue to blow out the competition? And if he does, that motherfucker a Hall of Famer. He blew out this welterweight competition. I don't want to hear nobody say shit else about his motherfucking about his resume. And Danny Garcia already said he don't want no parts of Terrence Crawford. They said Madonna is retiring. He is being offered money. No way he refuses. Madonna said, "What the fuck you done?" Madonna ain't making, man. You see Madonna, he ain't making. He gonna make what? Super heavyweight? He ain't, man. That motherfucker ain't, man. He ain't. It's over with for him, man. He ain't getting that weight off of him. I can see Porter trying to outbox Spence. Man, that should be hilarious. That should be hilarious. I remember Kenny Porter said he'd knock out all trainers and coaches, including the Mayweathers. They just be talking over there, man. You know, punch quote, former Triple H 1200. Best chance for Porter is to rush the pocket on Spence, elbow and low blow, and just take the point deduction. Real shit. Earl Spence probably beat the shit out of him still. Crawford outclassed everyone he has fought. Yeah, he has. Yep, and he ain't been in one competitive fight other than that beginning of the Gamboa fight. That's it. He ain't really been through no adversity, and Jeff Horn got to create some adversity. But the difference is he tried to do some dirty shit with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got a wrestling background, and Terrence Crawford from the street. Terrence Crawford gonna try some dirty shit on him as well. And most of the time, when people dish out that dirty ass shit, they can't take it back. Excuse me. Yeah, most of the guys they can dish it out, they can't take it back. So I think a lot of people won't fucking what you call it. They want ventilation for fucking Pacquiao, man. they want Crawford to beat the shit out of Jeff Horn, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the Mars and Santa Cruz fight ain't been promoted that good too. You know, I ain't really seen shit about that fight on the internet or seen one of them PBC ads run on YouTube. You know, I guess as they both Mexican, they just feel like it's gonna sell. You know, I wonder how them ticket fucking sales doing for Crawford and Horn in both of these fights, man. Let's take a look at it, man. Let's take a look at the ticket sales, man. Which one y'all want to see first, man? I guess we go Crawford Horn, man. Crawford Horn. Let's see how many tickets available. I know the MGM Grand holds was 16,000. Yeah, because I know the new T-Mobile Arena across the street holds 20,000. So let's see what it holds. Let's see what they got left, man. Okay. Straight to Ticketmaster. Let's say we're looking for one ticket. So let's see what they got. It ain't. I mean, it don't look like they got much left. I don't know if somebody bought all the tickets, but they got tickets still starting at $88. For some reason, this shit is acting stupid. But as far as the arena, you ain't got much tickets left, so the tickets is doing good. You got, 16 tickets left in one section 6, 20 tickets left for section 4, 5 tickets left in section 1, section 13 you got 2 tickets left, and section 24 you got 15 tickets left. That's what it's showing. But this is at Ticketmaster, so check SeatGeek. So they got, it looked like ticket sales done well for this fight. I don't know if a lot of Aussies came over or not, but according to what I just seen, these tickets ain't bad. It looked like it could be a sellout unless they just close certain sections off, which some boxing events are known to do. But on the resale site, they got a few more tickets left. So this fight done pretty well. They got a few tickets left. It's not a lot. They got a few tickets. So this fight done pretty well, man. So that ain't bad at all, man. We check out Maris and according to what I see, the site is doing good. Maris. Yeah, okay. See what the Staples Center look like. Yeah. Let's see what it look like. Waiting for it to come up. They got tickets starting off like at $60. There's a lot of tickets. Well, it's a lot of tickets up for resale. I couldn't find like the hard Ticketmaster. There's a lot more tickets for resale, I could say. So it looked like Horn and Maraz sold out better, but I can't find the official ticket site. Those may be resale. So let me see. Oh, here we go. Right here, I got it. Let's see what it says on Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster do sell resales and standard tickets as well too. When I do tickets to an event, I pay for them online and show my ID and do will call, man. Fuck all that. Well, according to this, they tickets start off at 96. A lot of these are resale tickets though. A lot of these tickets they got on here, I see them now. These are resale, so they already bought up, and they chucking the prices up. I'm trying to wait for the map to come up and see what we working with here. But until that come up, and see what's going on in the chat. See if he can headbutt Spence and cause a cut. There are things Porter can do. Crawford will class everyone he's fought. True, I heard people were given free upgrades on teeth. The cheapest I seen 4 days ago was 108. Are you talking train Tank? You talking about the Crawford fight? I think you talking about the Crawford fight. Brooke wants props for Triple G fight. Now Horn wants to hang his hat on that Pac win. So pretty much the map ain't low. It's a lot of resale tickets, man. But Top Rank probably is known to upgrade tickets, man, because you can push everybody down and then close out the top section, man. You know, and you can close the top section. They put those curtains up and shit like that. So it'll be interesting to see the atmosphere. It's always dark at the boxing arenas, even if it's field or not field. They always have it dark. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on with the Crawford and Horn fight. I'll be interested to see how many Aussies show up to support Jeff Horn for this fight to come to America. Also, as well, it's a lot of Australian media coming over already, and they was denied access to Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford team said they was gonna try to twist Terrence Crawford words. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what they could twist his words about, you know, because everybody know he gonna whoop the fuck out of Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn is basically coming over here to give Pacquiao belt to Terrence Crawford because Pacquiao, they want to pass the torch to Terrence Crawford and still don't. And that is what it is, man. We're gonna end this live chat, man. I'm gonna come back later on. Probably do 1 or 2 more chats today, man. Talk that real trill boxing shit, man. Y'all know what it is, man. If any boxing news come up, I'm gonna do a video ASAP before I go to bed, man. We go.